Can using a wrist roller every day for 30 days massively increase your forearms? Is a simple act of rolling your wrist forwards and backwards enough to make these bad boys grow? I decided to put it to the test with another 30-day challenge for myself using a wrist roller every day for 30 days to see if I can make these even juicier than before. Looking big. As I measured on day 1, I got 14.4 inches on my right forearm and 14.17 inches on my left forearm. So these are really solid numbers since my hand gripper video, which my forearms were under 14 inches then. I blew my forearms within the month just by gripping every day. But I did have trouble keeping the measurements consistent as I tended to mismeasure, but they still grew. So in this video, I'm trying to be more intentional and measure at the bottom of my forearm. See, there's like a little divot right here so I can be consistent with the measuring. Now, when planning this challenge, I need a delicate balance in these 30 days. I want to stimulate enough my forearms, but I don't want to destroy my forearms like I did last time. Then I couldn't even really bicep curl or do my other exercises. So for 30 days, I'm going to keep my plan simple. It's really just going to be progressively overload with 2 sets per day. I'm going to do 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. With each set, I'm going to go 1 full rotation forwards till there's no more rope. And then I'm going to do 1 full rotation backwards till there's no more rope again. So I'm actually getting in a lot of reps in between this. The set doesn't count though if I can't get the string all the way to the top of the wrist roller and then I run out of room. And then with this, I'm really just planning on adding weight when it doesn't feel as hard the day before. I know it's not really super scientific, but that's what the plan is, and we shall see how it goes. Now, GD was really kind to send me this roller for this video, and it's really nice. It's a solid metal build. You get the carabiner clip and the clip for the weights. But there's one problem when I got this from them, is I don't actually have any weights to use in my home with this. You can see I got the Bowflex dumbbells back there, and that's all I got at home. So I got creative, and I used a old lunchbox I had and filled it with weights from my Bowflex dumbbells, and I just clipped it with this carabiner. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But really, I had no issues with this. I can easily add weight in the lunchbox and just clip on the carabiner to the top of it, and I'm working doing these sets. If you want a nice GD wrist roller like this, I put an affiliate link in the description and in the comments. Really nice build, nice stamp on the back, solid carabiner and pin. Definitely check this out. And with the wrist roller, the challenge started, and I rolled and rolled and rolled. So I'm a couple weeks into the challenge now, and it's weird when I wrist roll. I feel it more at like the tops of my forearms, like right here, and it burns more in this top area, not at the base where I measured. So I'm hoping this doesn't really screw up my results since I measured at the bottom of my forearm. But that's not really where I feel it when I'm doing the wrist roller. But that makes sense. I guess that's why they call it a wrist roller and not a forearm roller. That would make sense, wouldn't it? But throughout my 2 weeks so far, I've been able to add a substantial amount of weight, like 10 pounds from my Bowflex dumbbells, what I'm putting in the lunchbox. Probably because I never really trained a wrist roller seriously. It's always been like a fun thing I do at the gym, like once every couple months. But I definitely feel it with my 2 sets per day. That's all I'm still doing, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Either way, we're like halfway done, and let's continue to see what happens. And keep in mind, through this challenge, my eating is still on point. I am maintaining my weight. So I'm having a healthy amount of calories. Body parts are easier to grow when you have fuel for them. So fuel your body if you're wanting to grow body parts. Don't be in a cut and they'll be like, why aren't I gaining size? It doesn't make sense. Just keep thinking about that. Part of me feels I nailed enough volume for every day without impacting my other workouts. But also part of me is like, then am I not stimulating enough since my forearms aren't super sore the next day? Making this experiment really null. I guess you have to find out after you go to my website, atallahfit.com, and download my free ebook and my Big Boy Basics guide. And they're all free online, and you can book a call with me if you want to. You can't just have big forearms without exercising your other body parts. It looks goofy. Come on, man. This can't be the only exercise you do. Follow my Big Boy Basics guide, get jacked, and have your forearms really be some nice icing on your cake. So it's the end of the experiment, 30 days, and you may be wondering, did I miss some days on this challenge? Yes, I did miss a couple of days. I only did 1 set in the morning sometimes, and sometimes I forgot in the evening because it was a busy day. But most days I was good. I had my 2 sets. I progressively overload throughout the month. So I'm not really expecting those few evenings missed to mess up any of my results, as it was very manageable. But I am rested, no forearm pump. I just did my normal daily activities, which was really computer work today, and I have not exercised. So let's see these results. Remember, I'm also going to measure on the little divots in my forearms to hopefully have some more consistent measuring this time. 14.5 inches. That's really solid. Let's see the next one. and 14.39 for the other one. So honestly, guys, I'm pretty impressed. For only a month, I added about 0.1 on the right and about 0.2 on the left compared to the beginning measurements. And that's really solid for something that didn't involve that much work. Yes, it was hard. I was consistent, but it didn't involve that much extra training time. Just a set in the morning and a set in the evening. Plus, I didn't feel any really major fatigue in my arms while exercising. I was still able to do my other workouts. And even though I felt the burn mostly towards the top of my forearms, maybe that's just a part that's weaker, which would make sense if maybe it's less trained than the bulgy part at the bottom. Have you guys ever seen results using a wrist roller? Please comment down below. And thanks for GD for selling me the wrist roller. It's really nice quality, and I have the wrist roller in the description if you'd like to buy it from Amazon. If you're just getting started in the gym, check out my Big Boy Basics guide right here that has everything you need. Peace.